So Priscilla, welcome to Chicago, first of all, or
Thank you.
Northfield, wherever we are right now. But you're going to do your one woman show Sunday. And I'm wondering, I know you're a very private person. So why at this time do you feel comfortable and you want to get your story out?
I do feel very comfortable, and uh, I think it's time. I've had so many people stop me and ask me questions about my life, about Elvis, of course, about my family, and they've been so sweet, nice, very respectful. And I thought maybe this is time for me to come out. I'm not getting any younger, and I do want to share some things with people about my life with Elvis and him personally, as far as the human being that he is.
Oh, I love that. So I know that you met when you were very young, like 14 or whatever in Germany. How did that, with all that fame, how did you handle all that fame and his success at such a young age?
I sometimes wonder that myself, to be honest. I mean, I never expected, in my life that I would be, a public figure, that's for sure. And being so young, 14 years old. To be honest with you, uh, none of the kids at school knew that I was dating Elvis. I never told anybody, not one person. And that's one of the things why Elvis respected me so much. It was private. I never shared anything that was personal, that would hurt him or harm him, or even sharing him. I just felt that was wrong. So I just, my privacy is my privacy. My memories are my memories, and I will share the ones that I would like to share. And I think people would really enjoy them because it's time.
It's time, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear you tomorrow. I finished your book. It was fabulous. Listen to me. I mean, it's just really a must buy. And one of the stories that stuck out was the relationship that you had with Elvis's grandmother, Dodger.
Yeah, Dodger.
What a character, first of all, she sounded like, and what was your relationship with her like, and what kind of advice did she give you about him?
Oh my gosh.
Or in general?
She obviously told me all about Elvis as a child and how she had to watch out for him because, he could get a little sassy sometimes with her. And she told me about the time that he and her kind of got into it just a little bit in an argument because he wanted to do something, and he said something to her, and she picked up a shoe and threw it at him, and that's how she got her name, Dodger.
I was wondering about that. Oh, that's so cute.
So anyway, it's what was the question?
Oh, just what advice she might have given you too.
Oh yeah. Advice. She just basically talked about her life with Elvis and with his mother and father, because Grandma lived with them the entire time, the whole time, until the death. And so she was the matriarch basically after Gladys died.
Yeah.
And Grandma, was always there. And she was just strong as can be. You never know. She was so fragile.
Such a close-knit
Yes.
family. I love that. Well, I have to ask you, what did you think of Austin, what is his last name? Austin Butler's portrayal of Elvis.
I can't say enough about how great he was in that movie. I was very reluctant. It's a Baz Luhrmann movie. Baz does his own thing. He kind of marches to his own drum as far as directing and producing. And I'm going, oh boy, he's doing a movie on Elvis. So how is this going to come out? So a little fearful. And when it was done, he wanted me to go to the Cannes Film Festival and commit. And I said I'd like to do. Okay, yes, I'll do that. The problem is time was, moving on and moving on. It was 2 weeks before going to Cannes, and I said to Jerry Schilling, my good friend, I need you to call up Baz and say I'm not going because I haven't seen the movie. Can you imagine me seeing this movie and it's terrible, and they're going to go, oh, I can't believe you approved of this movie. So Baz right away at the theater at Warner Brothers Studio, the movie theater there, and just Jerry and I, and only Jerry, and we both sat in the middle. And about 3/4 into the movie, first of all, we didn't say a word to each other, nothing, not a silence. And 3/4 into it, I leaned over and I said, "Well, it looks like we're going to Cannes."
Oh my goodness!
It was amazing.
What nuances did he capture that you were surprised about?
Oh, Austin?
Yeah.
Everything. I mean, I could not believe it. He became Elvis. I mean, even to the little finger thing, and even to his laughter and his tears. There was one scene that touched me so much, and that was when he was in the closet with all of his mother's dresses, and he's on the floor, tearful. Well, Austin's mother passed, and he that scene came out so honest and so beautifully done. And I'm thinking, how did he do this? Because he's really crying. And he told me the story that his mother also passed when he was 23.
Oh my!
So that was a very, very sensitive, emotional scene. But there isn't anyone that can come near him. I can't imagine anyone in another film.
I can't either. I was absolutely blown away. It was unbelievable. Well,
I know my daughter called me the next day and she goes, "Mom, did you see that movie that's out right now?" I go, "Yeah." "What'd you think?" And now I can't be real excited because if I'm real excited and it's bad, she doesn't like it, I'm going to get it right. So I said, very nonchalant, I said, "Yes." And she said, "What did you think?" And I go, "Yeah, I liked it." That's it. She goes, "You liked it?" She goes, "Okay, I'll go see it tomorrow." But I couldn't make a big deal.
Did she like it?
She loved it. She loved it. We
Nothing.
both saw it 3, 4, 5 times.
Oh, I don't blame you. There's nothing not to love. Well, I know that your book's going to be made into a movie too. Priscilla.
Yes.
It's going to be out in 2024, I believe. Sophia Coppola.
Yes.
And did you have any input in that, or are you excited about it, or
Well,
nervous?
first of all, it's very difficult when you have somebody that you don't really know that well writing a book about you, or writing a movie about your book. That's always very nerve-wracking. I did see it. I thought she did a very nice job. She did it from my book. The thing is, the ending was so sad.
It was sad. I wasn't going to say anything. I don't want to give anything away, but
Did you see it?
her ending is sad?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I was
no.
reading your book.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
I'm watching my own life, and I'm tearing up. But she's a great filmmaker.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know it's going to be fabulous. I
Well,
can't wait.
Yeah, it is from my book. She took it from my book, so
Yeah. This is the last question. What is the one thing that you want people to remember the most about Elvis?
oh my God, I know that people have heard about his generosity, but I think for me, I've never seen a human being in his sort of peaceful, reverence of people that was so genuine, so thoughtful, so real in every single way. He was just he had it all. He really had it all. His sincerity, his fears. He exposed himself so much, to people and especially to me, but even on stage, when you see him, he pours his heart and soul into every show. And I think the cutest thing was that when Elvis would get, after his show in Vegas, he'd come, after it was over, he'd come out and he'd go, "Wasn't it good? Was it good? How did I do?" I mean, this is Elvis asking, "How did I do? Is that okay?"
Goodness.
To the guys, to me,
Yeah.
All right. I mean, he was so professional and wanted to please people very, very much. He loved his audience. He loved what he did. And I don't think we'll ever have that.
No, there would be another
He
one.
had everything. He had the looks. He had the height. He had the sensitivity. He had, the talent. He
Wow.
had it all. Oh, yeah, he kissed good.
You are the best. Oh, Priscilla, thank you for taking the time with
Thank
me.
you.
I so
Thank you.
admire you and such a life you've led. And you're the same. You were a perfect pair.
Oh,
It's
thank you so
destiny, I
much.
think, that you were together.
Thank you. I
Yeah,
really appreciate
But
that.
were you?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.